Creme de la Creme's virtual circle time with Miss Zoe
and Miss Carrie.
As always, we'll start with our school family song. So if everyone can sit crisscross applesauce, hands in their lap, big smiles on your faces.
This is our school family, this is our school family, this is our school family. Say good morning to a friend. Good morning, good morning. This is our school family, this is our school family, this is our school family. Wave to a friend. Say good morning to a friend. Good morning. This is our school family. This is our school family. This is our school family. Wink at a friend. Wave to a friend. Say good morning to a friend. Good morning.
Friends, what commitment would you like to work on today? I haven't picked one quite yet. Miss Carrie, which one do you want to work on?
I've decided that today I'm going to work on being helpful. I'm going to be helpful by making sure that I pay attention to the people around me, and if it looks like anyone needs help, I'm going to go up to them and offer to be their helper. So I'm going to take my commitment friend, and I'm going to put him under the word helpful to remind me to look for those opportunities today to be a helper.
That sounds like a great idea. Today, I am going to be safe. I am going to make sure that when I am sitting, I am crisscross applesauce and my hands stay in my lap so that no one steps on my fingers or my toes. I'm going to put my commitment monster on the safe board to help me remember to be safe all day.
Friends, what are you going to work on today? Nice and loud. Oh, good. I heard people say each one of our commitment actions. I heard helpful, and I heard some of you say safe. I heard some say kind, and I heard others say healthy. I'm so glad that everyone is going to try to work on one of our commitments. Well done.
Make sure to tell us how successful you were with your commitments today. We would love to hear it. Friends, since you are not here and you're not with all of your school family, can we wish everyone well by picturing their faces in our heads and moving that picture to your heart, taking a deep breath in. We wish you well.
Friends, before we start with our morning message, we want to make sure that everyone is perfectly ready to have listening ears and watchful eyes. So we're going to practice one of our calming techniques. So I need everyone to stand up. And today, we're going to try a new commitment. We are going to pretend that we are going to catch a bumblebee. Ready? Backwards. Can you crisscross your arms?
Being so silly catching her bumblebee backwards.
Cross your arms. Now pull it in tight. Hug your bumblebee. Also, cross your legs too. This pose looks an awful lot like our conscious discipline pretzel technique. So we are going to squeeze our arms and our legs together. We're going to pull all of it straight, all those tight muscles in. We're going to breathe through our nose, in. Blow it out your mouth. Stay pretzel-y tight. Keep your bumblebee close. Breathe in. Blow out. One more time, friends. Breathe in. Blow it out. And release your bumblebee to fly free. And all fall down.
Today's morning message, can anyone guess what it might be about? We've talked an awful lot about bees. Perfect. Today's morning message. What sound does a bee make?
Buzz. That was right. Kiss your brain for all of you who remembered.
And where do bees live? Who remembers? It is a compound word, you're right. Bees live in
Beehives. Can you guys help me make beehive into the compound word with your hands? A bee, a bee, a bee, and a hive, beehive.
Great job, friends. To go along with our morning message, we have a story for everyone to listen to. Can we turn on our listening ears and our looking eyes? It's a little bit different of a story. Instead of pictures, Miss Carrie is going to put up magnets to tell the story. But should we still sing our Reading Books is Fun song, Miss Carrie?
Absolutely, it's one of my favorites. Everyone join in with us.
Ready?
Reading books is fun. Reading books is fun. Hi-ho the dairy-o. Reading books is fun. The author writes the words. The author writes the words. Hi-ho the dairy-o. The author writes the words. The illustrator draws. The illustrator draws. Hi-ho the dairy-o. The illustrator draws. Reading books is fun. Reading books is fun. Hi-ho the dairy-o. Reading books is fun.
Friends, this book is called Little Bee's Journey. And it doesn't list the author or the illustrator. Oh, it does on the inside. Little Bee's Journey, written by Pam Schiller. Little Bee was so excited. This was her first day to join the older bees to help gather nectar. She was just now old enough to be a productive member of her colony. She loved flowers and she loved her friends. She just knew that she was going to love this day. Little Bee followed her mother and her older sister out of the beehive. She got her first view of the entire garden. Up until now, she had only been able to see a small area that was filled mostly with roses and a tall tree that held a cardinal's nest. Mama Bee waggled her tail, which was her way of directing their flight. Little Bee followed close behind. She remembered the rules. Stay close, be alert, don't stray, and keep your eye on Mama and watch her movements. Soon, the 3 bees joined dozens of other bees in a passionate bottle rush. Little Bee loved the red furry blossoms with the tiny specks of yellow on them. Little Bee worked her way deep into the center of the flower and began sucking the nectar and filling her honey sac. This wasn't work, this was fun! She heard her mother buzz by and saw her waggle to provide directions to move to new flowers. How exciting all of this was for Little Bee. On the way to the next flowers, Little Bee saw some purple zinnias. She had never seen such lovely flowers. She thought she might have time for just a little bit of purple zinnia nectar. Without telling her mother, she landed in the middle of the zinnias. The nectar was so delicious she couldn't stop drinking. When she finally looked up, her mother and sister were nowhere in sight. Suddenly, Little Bee was afraid. She raced from the zinnias and began looking everywhere for her family. She saw many bees, but none of them were her bees. Little Bee felt a brush of air against her wings. Something was snapping at her. A huge dog was trying to snatch her right out of the air. Her heart raced as she zoomed quickly out of reach. She was so frightened. She flew fast and furiously, but she had no idea which direction she needed to go in order to find her mother or her sister or her home. Little Bee felt tired. She was all alone. She spied a branch by the pond with lots of green leaves that created an umbrella of shade. She landed on the branch and began to look for anything that might help her remember where she was. All the rules her mother had given her were racing through her head. Oh my! She had only herself to blame for getting lost. She heard chirping above her head. It was a cardinal. She had seen him before by her hive. "Excuse me," she said. "I am so very lost. Can you help me?" The cardinal looked at her and shook his head. "I don't think I have ever seen you before." "This is my first day out," said Little Bee. "I have lost my way. I can't find my mother. I can't find my sister. My hive is very close. I watch you bring food to your babies in your nest. It has to be around here somewhere." Said the cardinal. "Do you think you can find your hive from my nest?" "I do," said Little Bee. "Okay, then follow me," he tweeted. Little Bee was still tired, but she knew that this was her best chance of getting home. She followed the cardinal. When they reached his nest, she saw her hive. Thank you so much for helping me get home. I will not forget your kindness," said Little Bee. The cardinal gave a wave of his wing and then landed quietly and carefully on the nest that held 4 new baby birds. Little Bee flew into the hive and cried when she saw her mother's worried face. She told her mother she was so sorry and would never again forget the rules. She said, "I will stay close, be alert, never stray, and keep my eyes on you." Mama Bee hugged her baby and kissed her tears away. The end. That was such a sweet story, don't you think, Miss Carrie?
I do. How the bumblebee got a lesson and lots of love from Mama Bumblebee, even after she broke the rules. Because that is what happens with families. Even when we make mistakes, we are still loved.
Miss Carrie, what was your favorite part of this story?
My favorite part was when she fell into the zinnias. Now, I know it's when she got lost, but it's just funny because I fall into flowers too.
I like the part where the cardinal was so helpful to the little lost bee. I like that he thought of some of our commitments. Who promised to be helpful today? I see lots of hands raised. You guys definitely would have helped me, I know it. And who promised to be safe today? I see lots of hands up for that too. You guys probably wouldn't have gotten lost in the first place because you would have followed the rules. Good job.
Who helped or who offered to be kind today? Lots of you. The cardinal was kind in helping the bumblebee get back to his hive. And who decided that they were going to be healthy today?
So many hands.
Wonderful. All of these commitments will help you grow big and strong as individuals and as part of our school family. Thank you so much for making your commitments today.
Friends, I think I know a song about a little bee who maybe got lost on her way finding flowers and gathering nectar.
Do you know why she got lost gathering her nectar? Because I caught her.
Can we all catch our bees? Got one.
If you know this song, sing along. If you don't know, now's a good time to learn. I'm bringing home my baby bumblebee. Won't my mommy be so proud of me? I'm bringing home my baby bumblebee. Ow! Yay! The bees feast on me. I'm squishing up a baby bumblebee. Won't my mommy be so proud of me? I'm squishing up my baby bumblebee. Ew, the bees on me. Ugh. I'm wiping off my baby bumblebee. Won't my mommy be so proud of me? I'm wiping off my baby bumblebee. Ooh, no more bee.
Friends, I think we're about done with circle time for the day.
So, but before we leave, I think it would be fun to pretend to be buzzing little bees. So if you would all stand up, and we're going to pretend that we have bee wings. Put your hands behind your back. And we're going to go from flower to flower, sniffing up the nectar to carry our honey to the hive.
Just like Little Bee in our story. Ready?
Good job, friends. Well, I think, Miss Zoe, it's time for our little bees to head back to the hive. Until tomorrow, friends.